Welcome to the top 5 decks for early September 2020. Now, this is if you're online, if you get the chance to, just mess around with things. I kind of pulled some data off of Dueling Book for this, and kind of what I've been seeing, and composed my personal list. So, these will be in no real particular order, but alas, here we go. So show some love, like the video, turn on those bell notifications, and don't disappoint your other blue shirt people. Alright, we're on the road to 100,000 subs. Let's dig on into this, shall we? Alright, number 1 on our list here. Dragoonity Red Eyes Rocket Guard Dragon, or as I'm going to call it, Rocket Link. Now, Dragoonity Red just found its way into the format here. Yeah, no real shocker about that. And it's kind of warped the perception of what decks do. A lot of players are talking about wanting to explore it in rogue decks. You got, oh man, Ultra can't really support it, but yeah, of course, you got Numeron going on over here with Subterror, and now you got people dropping in the Dragoon engine. You got Eldritch Synchro, it's trying to pop it in here. Honestly, the consistency of Dragon Link with a couple more bricks in the deck, I feel like you're almost better not playing Dragoon in the deck because of how the deck functionally works. But watching this deck climb these combo ladders, watching these extender plays that Dragon Link can do for the format, it is no stranger to how crazy this can be. So extending out one more cool crazy thing for free for a 3-card dedication in your main deck is fine if you want to play Dragoon with Dragon Link. If not, Dragon Link's, I guess, true resilience comes from all the draw power, the ability to make these huge boards. Oh, and shout out to Chaos Space for making this deck just a little bit more consistent. And I mean, if you're playing against Dragon Link, hand traps are going to be your best bet. Just know that, like, Link ones that start climbing up, Howly Vibrex being an extender, and I mean, we have the FTK version. The deck has a lot of cool variants for it, so it's just not simply Dragon Link. It's everything cool that dragons can do, plus the basic of the deck. So I will say it's probably the most, considering how small like the engine is, it's really cool to see how much it can do. You know what I mean? Number 2 on our list here is Eldritch. Now, we have a few variants of Eldritch. So we have Numeron Eldritch over in one corner, which is probably one of the scarier variants of the deck, because you go first, you make Zexal, set your cards. During the end phase, you go Scarlet, bring out Mr. Golden Boy. On the next turn, you can drop another Golden Boy. And, you can just blow up your opponent's field. Alright, so think about that. That's pretty cool. There's also people trying the old Control variant. I do not recommend doing the old Control variant. It is not that good. Like, out of all the variants of Eldritch, playing the old Control variant is a no-no. Alright, you slap some Numeron in that, and you go, attack for game. It's so easy. And then you've got the Synchro variant, which, I mean, the explosive power of this deck is crazy. And then you mix a little bit of Dogmatica in some of these variants. I say that because, like, you've got Dogmatica for the variant with the Numeron engine. You just have Eldritch, Dogmatica. Like, you have so much that you can splash in this. But I think by far probably the craziest variant has been the Synchro Numeron Eldritch. Yeah. How many variants was that? That was like 6, right? All splicing in different things. So Eldritch is on this crazy kick right now, and it's probably one of the best engines going on in the deck right now, just because of how consistent it is. All right, at this point in time, I think that the consistency outweighs pretty much everything else going on in the format, which is crazy when you think about it at the end of the day. That zombie engine combined with some synchro ability, really good, by the way. Number 3 on our list here, I'm going to give to Adamancipator. Like I said, these are in no particular order. Now, Adamancipator has been doing the same thing that Rocks have been doing the entire format. They're getting commented on by everybody going, solid rocks, brother, as you're losing. Alright, to signify the BM that they are massively frustrated with the deck, and thus they are infuriated with the Mill 5 potential, excavate potential, by the way, to special summon your rocks. Alright, and it's been a great time. Now, nothing has changed with the deck. I heard a few people wanting to talk about playing Dragoon in the deck. Those exact same people then later realized what they were saying, and they were talking about, well, no, Dragoon's not good in this deck. Here's your risk versus reward. All right, you're playing 3 more bricks in Adamancipator. All right, Adamancipator's already got a house. All right, we've built a solid foundation here on the rest of our bricks. So adding in a couple more layers of foundation, not exactly something that the Rock Gang really wants to do. So I still think there's a few people that are swearing by Dragoon and Adamancipator, but I think the general populace has kind of steered away from this and been like, nah, I'm gonna just kind of take a step back from this. I don't want to play more bricks in the deck, and I mean, doesn't stop people from doing it. All right, Dragoons is definitely better around your more roguish picks, but it's very interesting to see where the player base is heading with this at this point. While they're like, yes, I want to play Dragoons and that, the other people like, I don't want to see more of these unplayable cards that are, you know, going to my hand. And I like that about the player base. It goes to show that we're evolving. Next up on our list here is Infernoble Knights. Now, if there is a deck that is causing frustrations, besides the other deck we're going to talk about here, it's Infernoble Knights. Alright? Now, Infernoble isn't crazy more imbalanced than the other decks. The thing that makes this deck crazy is its hand looping potential. Now, every other deck in the format gets the chance to typically draw to its 6th card. Well, Infernoble Knights are going to do you one better. They're going to let you draw to, what is it, 3 cards in hand? 4 cards in hand? I know sometimes they can rip 2, sometimes they can rip 1. I don't think they can rip 3. Alright, so you should be drawing 4 cards. But they're going to get your entire strategy from you. You've also got the Crazy Ignite version, which can hand loop everything from you. Alright, I'm putting that one on the back burner because, like, the standard variant doesn't do that. But we have a hand loop deck in the format, and players draw for turn. Oh boy, I cannot wait to play the game. Oh, you have an entire board set up? Wow, my Raigeki can't even, you know, break this board. It's crazy. I put it so high on the list here because players are so frustrated with this. Alright, and I don't know if it was Lund coming into the call the other day when we were chatting, just raging about Infernoble Knights that made me want to put it so high on the list. But when you got a Megalith player raging about freaking hand looping, goddamn, it was hilarious to listen to. So yes, because of the salt that I've seen from players, I'm going to put it really high up on the list. And just because, honestly, hand control variants that have the ability to gain knowledge and take these things away from the opponent really do make these strategies really busted. And then I gotta give a quick honorable mention to Dogmatica. You guys, it's up there. It's a really good engine, but I kind of included it in Eldritch and some of these other crazy things. So, other best deck of the format here is Dinosaurs. I have to mention it because looking at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scope statistics after Sam did well with the deck, everybody and their mother started playing the deck. I think I have, what, a 50-some% win rate on Dueling Book, and I'm just like, well, you know, yeah, the deck is really good. We know that. We know that Dinosaurs can break a board relatively easily. Other people are playing True King of All Calamities. Some are not playing True King of All Calamities. Once again, this is in the same situation as a lot of the meta decks. Alright, you have a lot of different variants that you can do to this. The overall general interaction that we're having in the format right now is Ultimate Conductor go whack, whack, whack on his 35 body across the entire field. Alright, it's like having an Asura Priest with a mage power. Alright, it's really good. Also, it flips things down for an interruption. which is really good, alright? Plus, Dinosaur's got some really good support in Logia, Dolka, some of this other cool stuff, so doesn't surprise me. They can also make Trishula into the True King, like I said. But honestly, the control aspect of the deck definitely makes it hold its spot as the supreme king of the format. Honestly, and it's Dinosaurs. I mean, Lost World's a heck of a card, guys. You would be surprised by the absolute power being able to protect your monsters does for a format. So those are personally my top 5 decks of the format. We'll see where things shape up later on in the month. We have the Rage of Ra coming. I don't think it does anything for the format, but it's worth talking about. So guys, please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Show some love for me, and well guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.